top daily food choices to reverse aging naturally over 60. Have you ever sat at your table, looked down at your plate, and wondered if the food in front of you was helping your body heal, or quietly working against you? Have you ever heard a doctor say, "Just eat whatever you want," and deep down felt that something about that advice was wrong? Have you ever wished that your later years could be about health, about calm, about time with family, instead of another round of doctor visits, another round of new pills? If you have, you're not alone. Many Americans over 60 feel the same way. You want to stay strong, think clearly, keep your independence. You want to enjoy the life you've built, not fight it every single day. Here's the truth. Food is not just calories, it's communication. Every bite you take sends a message to your body. It can tell your cells to heal, or it can tell them to break down. Some foods cool inflammation, others quietly feed it. And you have the power to choose which message your body hears. Picture this. Morning light through your window, a warm cup of green tea in your hands, a handful of fresh berries on your plate. Simple choices, but powerful ones. Each sip and bite helping your immune system, calming inflammation, giving your body space to recover. The kitchen, not the clinic, can be the first place where real healing begins. Stay with me, because in a moment, I'll share 5 practical food habits that science shows can help your body fight disease and starve cancer cells. These are not strict diets, not complicated plans, just small, realistic, everyday steps that anyone can follow, especially after 60. If this message feels right to you, tap like, hit subscribe, leave a comment that says, "I choose to heal, I read every single one." And before we finish, I'll reveal one surprising habit that many seniors do every day. A simple mistake that quietly cancels out their healthy efforts. You'll want to hear that. Now take a slow, deep breath. Let your shoulders drop. Let your mind settle. And let's move together into the 5 food principles that can help your body protect, rebuild, and heal from the inside out. 1. Common mistakes. Many people believe that during illness, food no longer matters. Just eat what you can, they say, as long as you keep your weight. But science tells a different story. Studies from the National Institutes of Health show that poor nutrition can weaken the immune system by nearly 30%, slowing recovery and draining energy. Harold from Florida learned this the hard way. During chemotherapy, he ate mostly fast food because it was quick and familiar. Burgers, fries, soda, day after day. Within months, his liver weakened and his strength faded. What he didn't realize was that every meal was either helping or hurting his recovery. The body in treatment is like a garden after a storm. It needs clean water, fresh soil, and sunlight. Instead, processed foods fill it with toxins that block healing. The American Cancer Society reported in 2023 that patients who ate more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains had up to 40% better recovery rates. Food isn't just fuel. It's the foundation for repair. Another mistake is overdoing what seems healthy. Some take large doses of vitamins, believing more means better. But excess vitamins, especially A, D, E, and K, can build up in the liver and cause harm. The same goes for grilled meat. When fat drips onto the flame, it creates chemicals called PAH and HCA, both linked to cancer. The solution is simple. Clean the grill before each use. Marinate meat with fruit juices like pineapple or orange to reduce harmful compounds. Grill less often and include vegetables instead. Balance, not restriction, is the key. Ask yourself, How many meals this week were about convenience, not care? Each bite sends a message to your body. It can say heal, or it can say harm. Real healing starts with awareness and small choices made every day. 2. The body's 5 natural defense systems. When the body is out of balance, it begins to whisper before it shouts. Those whispers are signals that your natural defense systems are struggling. Science now confirms what wisdom traditions have said for centuries. The body is built with its own healing intelligence, and the foods you eat can turn that intelligence on or off. According to a 2023 report from the Harvard School of Public Health, more than 60% of chronic illness risk is connected to daily diet and inflammation levels. Healing begins when you feed those defenses instead of fighting them. The first system is called anti-angiogenesis, the body's way of cutting off blood supply to unwanted growth. When this system weakens, cancer cells find a way to build new blood vessels and feed themselves. Foods like tomatoes, green tea, salmon, and berries help your body shut those vessels down naturally. Evelyn from Arizona replaced her morning coffee with green tea for 3 months. Her doctor later told her her inflammation markers dropped by nearly 40%. She said she felt lighter, calmer, clearer. Simple change, powerful result. The second system is regeneration. Every day the body replaces millions of cells. When you eat processed food, this renewal slows. But foods rich in natural pigments, like purple potatoes or blueberries, awaken the body's repair mechanisms. Scientists at Ohio State found that anthocyanins in purple potatoes can destroy cancer stem cells in lab studies. Think about that. A humble potato carrying chemistry that tells the body to rebuild, not decay. The third system is the gut microbiome. Inside your body live trillions of bacteria, most of them working for you. They digest food, manage inflammation, and even support mood. When they are fed well, you feel well. When they are starved, inflammation rises. Foods like yogurt, beans, and mushrooms feed these good bacteria. George from Ohio began adding yogurt and black beans to his breakfast. Within weeks, he said his digestion steadied and his energy returned in the afternoon. Sometimes healing begins in the gut, not the clinic. The fourth system is DNA protection. Every day, cells are exposed to toxins, stress, and sunlight that can damage genetic material. But nature gave us polyphenols, compounds in foods like pomegranate, red grapes, and leafy greens that help repair DNA. Researchers at Stanford discovered that these compounds can activate enzymes that literally fix the broken code inside your cells. It is like giving your body a mechanic for its engine. The fifth system is immune boosting. The immune system is both a warrior and a peacekeeper. It must know when to fight and when to calm down. Too little response and the body becomes weak. Too much and it burns itself out. Foods like chili peppers, broccoli sprouts, and blueberries bring that balance. They help your body recognize and remove damaged cells while lowering chronic inflammation. These 5 systems work together every moment of your life. You cannot buy them in a bottle. You cannot replace them with a pill. But you can nourish them, meal by meal, choice by choice. Ask yourself, what did you eat today that fed your defenses? Each small decision is a quiet conversation between you and your body. When you listen with care, healing begins to answer back. 3. Research and evidence. Science has always been a mirror for what we already sense within. The body listens. It reacts. It remembers what we feed it. Dr. William Lai's work brings that truth into focus through research that gives hope, not theory. One of his most discussed studies followed over 800 patients being treated for colon cancer. Each person received standard medical care, but half of them also added 2 servings of tree nuts a week, just 2 small handfuls. The results were striking. Those who ate the nuts had a 57% higher chance of survival. The nuts did not replace medicine, they helped the medicine work better. The healthy fats and fiber improved immune balance, reduced inflammation, and supported the gut. For many of my clients, this kind of evidence changes how they see food. They begin to understand that each meal is more than energy, it is instruction. Every bite tells your body how to behave. It can whisper repair or it can whisper damage. The nuts, simple and familiar, became a signal of life. So the question is, what message are you sending to your body today? A second study by a French research team explored why some people respond well to immunotherapy while others do not. The answer was not just in genetics or medication, but in the gut. Patients who lacked a specific good bacterium called Akkermansia muciniphila had a poor response to treatment. Those who had more of it experienced stronger results. The body's internal ecosystem decided how well the medicine worked. That small detail changes everything. Akkermansia thrives on natural plant compounds found in pomegranates, cranberries, and even a touch of dark chocolate. It loves fiber, real food, and consistency. This means that your morning fruit bowl or a cup of yogurt is not just nutrition, it is preparation for healing. Dr. Lay often says food is not just calories, it is code. It is information that rewrites how the body fights disease. In the United States, new data from the Mayo Clinic and Harvard support the same idea. People who follow a diet rich in whole foods and plant fiber reduce inflammatory markers by nearly 40% within 3 months. The science is not distant, it is practical. You can apply it today in your kitchen, in your daily rhythm. So when you think about your next meal, remember that the fork is not only a tool for eating, it is a tool for communication. You are speaking directly to your body. With every choice, you can tell it to fight, to heal, and to stay alive a little longer. For practical application, guidance for American seniors. Healing does not begin in a hospital room. It begins in small daily choices made quietly at home. Many people think change requires a complete diet overhaul, but the truth is simpler. Science from Harvard and the Mayo Clinic shows that even 3 consistent adjustments to your daily meals can lower inflammation by more than 30% in just a few months. Let's make this real and easy to follow. Start your morning gently. Warm water with a slice of lemon wakes up the digestive system and hydrates your body after sleep. Then, enjoy a cup of green tea. Research from Tufts University shows that the catechins in green tea strengthen blood vessel function and help reduce free radicals that cause cellular stress. Imagine beginning your day not with caffeine overload, but with calm alertness. At lunchtime, think color and balance. A salad with salmon, broccoli, and olive oil provides omega-3 fats, antioxidants, and fiber. These nutrients lower blood pressure and support brain health. Studies at Johns Hopkins found that people who ate fatty fish twice a week improved memory and reduced inflammation markers by almost 20%. You are not dieting, you are building a defense system. Dinner should comfort without burdening the body. A bowl of bean soup with mushrooms and steamed vegetables provides protein, prebiotics, and gentle nourishment. Beans feed the good bacteria in your gut, while mushrooms support immune balance. This combination helps restore strength during the night when the body repairs itself. There are small but powerful habits that add up. Use black vinegar or apple cider vinegar with meals. These natural acids promote healthy gut bacteria and stabilize blood sugar. Eat at least 25 grams of fiber a day. That means beans, oats, and berries on your plate. Fiber is not just for digestion. It reduces cholesterol, balances hormones, and feeds the bacteria that protect your immune system. After each meal, take a slow 10-minute walk. Research from the American Heart Association shows that short walks after eating reduce blood sugar spikes and inflammation more effectively than one long workout. Movement after meals tells your body that digestion is active and energy is flowing. These steps are not strict rules. They are invitations, small, steady rituals that remind your body it is still capable of healing. Think of every meal as a moment of care, every sip as a conversation with your body. Ask yourself, what if each choice today could shape how you feel tomorrow? Because in truth it can. 5 stories of renewal. Linda from Texas once told me she had lost her sense of taste during chemotherapy. Everything felt heavy, metallic, and dull. She said food became a chore, not nourishment. Her doctor mentioned nutrition but offered no real direction. Then she began following the Eat to Heal principles, one step at a time. Warm water with lemon in the morning, a light soup in the evening. She added green tea and a few handfuls of berries each day. After a few weeks, her appetite slowly returned. Within months, her skin brightened, her energy improved, and her mood lifted. She said it felt as if her body was finally responding with gratitude. Sometimes healing begins not in medicine, but in how we treat ourselves at the table. Robert, a veteran from Colorado, came to me skeptical. He said, "I have faced real battles, and food is not one of them." He believed diet could not influence his health much. But his blood tests told another story. Inflammation levels were high, sleep was poor, and recovery from small aches took longer each month. After a conversation about food as a form of communication, he decided to try a change. He replaced processed snacks with nuts, added salmon twice a week, and began short walks after dinner. 4 months later, his doctor called his results remarkable. Inflammation markers dropped sharply. His joints felt lighter and his confidence returned. He said, "I finally realized my body is still listening." These stories are not rare. Across the United States, thousands of people have begun using food as a daily medicine. A 2022 study from Harvard showed that individuals who replaced just 2 processed meals a week with fresh whole foods saw a 25% improvement in metabolic health within 90 days. The science is catching up with what intuition already knows. The body wants to heal when we stop getting in its way. So ask yourself, what story will your body tell in 3 months? Each choice, each bite, is a quiet decision about how the next chapter will feel. Healing is not only about survival. It is about rediscovering vitality, grace, and the simple joy of being alive. When we step back and look at everything we have learned, it all points to one truth. Food is not just something you eat to fill a plate. It is a conversation with your body, a way to guide your health every single day. Inside you are 5 powerful systems working quietly to protect you. They grow new blood vessels when you need repair and stop them when they feed disease. They regenerate damaged cells and replace them with healthy ones. They balance your gut, protect your DNA, and strengthen your immunity. These systems are built into you, waiting to be nourished. And the key is already in your hands. It's your food. You cannot change your genetics, but you can change what you put on your plate. That is where real control begins. Start with one meal a day. One small, thoughtful change. Maybe green tea instead of coffee in the morning. Maybe a handful of nuts instead of chips in the afternoon. Or maybe a short walk after dinner to help your body digest and heal. You do not have to do everything at once. You just have to start. The body will meet you halfway once you begin to listen. Think of George, who added beans and yogurt to his breakfast and found his energy again. Think of Evelyn, who replaced her morning brew with green tea and lowered her inflammation. Think of Linda, who rediscovered her strength after cancer treatment by turning her meals into moments of care. These are not stories of luck. They are stories of consistency, of faith, of small choices that built a new rhythm of life. Now it's your turn. Ask yourself, what story will your next 3 months tell? Will you keep repeating old patterns, or will you take one step toward healing today? The choice is not out there, it is right here, in your next meal, your next sip, your next breath. If this message speaks to you, tap like, hit subscribe, and share this video with someone you care about. Leave a comment that says, "I choose to heal." I read every one, because this is not just a video, it's a community of people who believe in the power to begin again. Remember this, food will never replace medicine, but it can stand beside it, hand in hand. It is not the substitute, it is the partner of healing. And the next chapter of your health begins with one quiet, deliberate choice made today.